president of the Vintage Car Club, and we have a membership around 255 members. And these cars are somewhat like to Jaffna. We recently went to Jaffna about 6 months back, about 25 cars. And then we have been to Anuradhapura, another. Now this year, every year we organize a trip to Galle Fort and Hikkaduwa to show, to test our vehicles and keep them running, and to show the public that these cars are capable of running for long distances.
Suffocating me slow. I'm sinking underneath your love, but
and they are very precious and they are very difficult to maintain because we find it difficult to get the spare parts and even the tires, but somehow our members are very preserve them with spending a lot of money. And although today you can buy even a Rolls Royce or any expensive car, but these cars you can't get it in a hurry. People won't sell these cars, and they have been changing hands so many times, and because there are a lot of engineering that people, the young people can learn from these cars. Now you take the tea industry. During the time of the Britishers, the tea industry, they had to have transportation, and the transportation that they used, the planters went in these small cars all the way to up country. And if not for these cars, I don't think that they would have been able to expand the tea industry and coconut and other industries in the country. So we hope that the government, we are looking, I think we should have a automobile museum where we can display these precious products, because it has to be seen for the future generations how these cars have been developed over the years. So there is a lot of potential, and there you can provide a lot of employment as well to maintain these vehicles. So the government should consider giving us to import concessionary rate the spare parts and the tires, and also help us to register. We have a problem with the registration of these vehicles. So the people, when they rally, they see these cars, they love these cars, you see, and they want to travel in these cars, and even for the tourism, because when the Britishers started building these vehicles, and they have at that time they have been building these cars, and they have been we have imported these cars. So our development has been kept with the rest of the world, say at the same level, by importing these cars.
This is my own car. It's year of manufacture is 1950, but in Sri Lanka registered in 1951. This is the 6-cylinder car, but you get the free selector gear system in this car. It's a very rare model in the Daimler DB18 consort. The registration is 1951, but car manufactured in 1950 in England.
breathe like this, no. Suffocating me slow. I'm sinking underneath your love, but I can't get enough of you.
I have so many cars, and I bought my first car in 1966. It's a Fiat 508 Bellila. When I was an apprentice at Brown's and earning ₹2.29 a day, and I bought this car for 2,100 at that time. And that is supposed to be my wedding car also, and my two sons' wedding car. And I have got so many cars. I have restored so many cars, and I have the oldest lorry in the island. That is known as Albion Murray, which is 101 years old. It is manufactured in 1908, and still it's in running condition. But the year before last, I bought it for Galle Rally also, and that has solid tires and so many features. And now also I have so many old cars which I am restoring, and I want to make the vintage club a success, and our people, because we find it very difficult to buy these spares and do up these cars. Since I have done it for so long, it's not difficult for me to do, and I hope that in the future there will be many more cars running on the road, and I wish the Vintage Car Owners Club the success.
I have been a member of this club for a very long time now. The Vintage Club has a large membership, and I possess 7 classic vehicles with 2 Austin 7s and many other. There's a Ford Anglia and 2 Minis, 1 Mini Mook and a Mini Minor. So like that I have a collection of 7. This car is a 1934 Austin 7 boat tail. It's just one of a kind. You don't get this only one in Sri Lanka. There's another one, but that has been dismantled now. And this is the only running car that is available in Sri Lanka. So this event has been very well organized. We have a large participation. We also have some foreign tourist guests who have come to see this event, and it has been a fantastic day.
Tourist board was also very particular in giving some opportunity to the for the local culture, the local dancers. Say now these Galle area, so they wanted some performance to do something that is in keeping with the culture of the Galle area. If you are in Kandy, you do something in keeping with the culture of the Kandy area. Driving up and down, we will try and contribute something to the culture and the economy of Sri Lanka. You will notice that these are very valuable cars, and it's a tribute to the owners for having maintained the cars in this order. With this car in particular, it's a Skoda, and it has been manufactured in 1949 in Czechoslovakia. It's a very rare car. You find the open top, where the top could be lifted, is very, very rare. There are only 3 such cars in Sri Lanka, and we have 2 of them.
Time is always money. I am always dreaming about this girl over there. She's just steaming. So I'm needing. Here I'm never leaving. I'ma go right there. I'ma stay. I got the milk moves. I got the milk moves. I got the milk moves.
We find some very sort of particular features here for a car in 1949. Here you find the starting pedal is the foot pedal, and the petrol tank is in the engine compartment. You find the rear tires are sloping to a side like the Volkswagen. So there are many other cars like this, in the sense with special features, and their owners have maintained them with love and care. So let this be a tribute to the owners as well as to the as an asset to this country.
We had to do a little bit of a survey regarding the people who was willing to come, who were free to come. As you would know that most of our members are professionals. They have their own jobs, professions as well as businesses. So we notified them in time, and very happy to say that there were very many numbers. Really the numbers were more, but as you know, these cars are 80s, 90s years old, and unfortunately to tell you, about 4 cars were not found fit enough to travel last night. So around about 7 o'clock we took off from Moratuwa in front of Prince of Wales College. The chairman of the Tourist Promotion Board, Mr. Kishu Gomas, flagged off us. And then we had a very smooth run. Of course, the Sri Lanka police gave immense support. They really took us all the way from all the crowded roads. And we reached Induruwa somewhere around 10 o'clock to have a little early tea, where the cars had a rest, not the riders or the drivers or the occupants, but the cars, the 80-90-year-olds had a rest for about 30 to 40 minutes, and also the occupants too. We had a run from Induruwa to Hikkaduwa, where we had the initial break here with the courtesy of our president, Mr. Neil Fernando, who is the chairman of this hotel. We had lunch here, and of course we had about a 2-hour break. Luckily it was, we reached really this place about 15 minutes early. We planned to come here around 12:15, but around 11:45 we were here. So you could see the capabilities of this 80s and 90s old, right? And we were ready to take off by 2:30. Yes, we did that, and the weather god helped us. Though the gloomy skies were there, never a drop of rain. We successfully reached Galle town.
They don't say. They don't say. They don't say. They don't say. Show me your reason, love is the right way.
So all the youngsters, the olden day people, they admired. Especially the southern Sri Lanka talks of a heritage of Sri Lanka, and most of the cars have been from this area. So they really enjoyed the sight of this 80-90-year-olds. Of course, one of our members, Mr. Ruan Fernando, sponsored the tea. We had a wonderful tea at Hotel Rampart at Galle Rampart, inside the ramparts of Galle town. And after that, around about 5:30 we left, and here we came here by 6:15. Yes, I would say the weather god favored us very well. As soon as we came in fact all of us came in, it started raining. So it's a blessing. I suppose the carts were cooled down and we are safely in. So it was a very, very successful long trip for the vintage car owners.
It's money. I am always dreaming about this girl over there. She's just steaming. I'm so cool, I'm needing. Here I'm never leaving. I'm gonna go right there, but I'ma stay. I got.
So every year we'll be coming here. But in addition to this, the club has decided that we'll have another. This is about 58 mile run. So we will have something similar, a long run. Now amongst the car clubs, our club is known to do long runs. So all the other, they do a run around Colombo, maybe to Nigambu, maybe to Badua, maybe to Homagama. But no, we go up to Jaffna, we go up to Anuradhapura, we come up to Galle. So likewise, I think next run most probably it will be to Ratnapura, and thereafter there is an invitation for us to be in Habarana. So that will be most probably the next 2 runs, but not that it will take in the same year. One long run plus this regular Hikka Galle run, and of course each month we have the short run, we call it. The members get together around Independence Square, and we will be doing a small run around Colombo and have a little breakfast and then disperse. So by 10 o'clock everybody is home. It will be on a Sunday. Usually it is the 3rd weekend Sunday that we do this, and it has been quite a crowd attraction and also a member puller. So the cars that have been lying just in the garages would come out, maybe with the rust, maybe with the dust, maybe with the lust. They come out and they run around and then go out. So it is a good oil runner, right? So there is a special event coming in the near future, the Colombo City Centre. They are celebrating their 1st year. So we are proud to say they have selected the Vintage Car Owners Club. So most probably it will be a mixture of a static show plus a run. What I mean by static is the car will be stationary, it won't be running. And also another similar number of cars will be used for a run around in Colombo, where they will have their guests. So we'll be running around Colombo on a pre-nominated destinations and then come back to the Colombo City Centre. That is something new. We hope that also this CCC will have this event regularly. We hope to take part. In addition to that, whenever there is an invitation from whatever the car exhibition organizer, we take part. Maybe Colombo Car Show or certain other car shows that are held in the exhibition halls or in BMICH, we do take part.